Goodness, it's cold out there. What's up, YouTube? I was just at the farm trying to take the decals off that truck, but it was snowing. Now it's turned to rain, and the wind picked up, get a little cold. I said, oh, do it. It's supposed to be warm on the weekend. It's supposed to be in the plus, so I'll come back on the weekend and do it and finish it off. But yeah, I made a short goofing around, but yeah, I took some of the decals off with a heat gun. Took the cover off for the battery box because I think the batteries are pooched. But I'll put a next time when I come up on the weekend, I'll put a battery charger on it and see which batteries are good, which ones are not. If the batteries are shit, the batteries are shit. I'll just change the batteries. But what's going on with you guys? YouTube is so quiet. Like, what's going on? You know, all we hear about is narcs fighting with Joey Cryglasses, and Joey Cryglasses makes fun of me because sometimes in my videos I breathe hard. Hey, I'll admit it, I'm fat. Listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I can lose weight. I can change. Joey's personality ain't gonna change. He's still gonna be a piece of shit, low-life scumbag. You know, like I said in my short, he was, the other day, he was at the truck stop trying to buy a soda for him and his woman. I call her Waterhead. I don't know her name. I just say Waterhead just to get under his skin. Just a little poke, right? I don't know the girl, but I think she's on the spectrum, because why would she put her baby through all that misery and be with that guy? Like, there's so many good people out there, you know. I don't feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for that baby being stuck in that cab of that truck all day. How's the baby gonna learn how to crawl? How's the baby gonna learn how to walk? You know, I'm not making any phone calls about it, but I think the state should step in and give that kid to somebody that would give it a loving home. And, you know, because that's, you know, I never understood about this world. There's, you know, you meet some great people out there, like a great loving couple. They can't have kids. They try everything. You know, they try the fertilization. They try everything, and then they go and adopt. And, you know, the great people can't have a kid. But crackheads and, you know, Section 8 welfare having motherfuckers that beat their kid, don't feed their kids, don't look after their kids, you know, just the dregs of society. Just pump out kids like it's going out of style. I don't understand it. You know, when my time comes, and everybody's time will come, when I meet my maker at the gate, meet St. Peter, I'm going to ask him that. I'm going to say, listen, why? You know, why? There's a lot of good people out there that would love to have a kid. They can't have one, but shitbags can pump them out like there was going out of style. Like, there used to be this chick years and years ago in my neighborhood. She would pump them out, and it was like you guys call it, what do you guys, up here we call it Children's Aid. You guys call it something else down in the States. I'm trying to remember. Child Protective Services. Yeah, that's what you guys call it. You know, she got down to like her 7th kid. They're basically in the room waiting for her to pump out that kid with a catcher's mitt and say, yeah, we got that kid. Boom, we're taking it. But then, you know, you meet like I said, you meet good people that can't have one. That's weird. But you know what? Like I said, I don't feel sorry for Joey. He talks a lot of shit. He, you know, he talks about people that are deceased. He talks about people's kids. He job calls. He calls ex-wives. He calls girlfriends. He does all this shit, and it's all out there on the internet. He's admitted to it. He lied about his dad. He lied about this. He lied about that. Lost his apartment in Omaha. Probably lost his car. Bragging about that the court only made him pay $148 a month for his daughter. He was the big baller. And, who brags about going to court to pay child support? Shouldn't you be a man and work it out with your ex and say, listen, this is how much I make a week. Let's come to an agreement. What do you need? After all, you're a man in the dark. Be a man in the light. But no, I bet you his ex ain't getting $148 a month because he can't even afford to buy a fucking soda. So if he can't afford to buy soda, you think that baby's eating well? You think that baby's getting proper diaper changes? Probably got fucking butt rash and everything else. The poor diaper rash, the poor thing. I feel bad for that baby. I'm not heartless. I have a heart, but I don't have a heart for scumbags like him. And he can hate me. He can troll me. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He posted a comment on one of my videos that he has all my shit in the background and on Zello, and he knows all about me and everything. Yeah, do your worst, Joe. You don't give a fuck. You probably reported my channel several times. You're probably the one that got kicked me off a Zello lifetime ban because you're a bitch. On that note, take care, everybody. Peace.